Alrighty then! Good evening, and welcome, one and all, to Pathfinder 1st Edition, Reign of Winter. My name is Michael, I'm the Gentleman Gamer, and welcome along to this amazing TTRPG adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing characters, played by my ever-so-lovely Patreons. Guys, say hello to the folks at home. And yes, I know, Marcus, I'll fix it. You're the only problem I ever have, both in characters and in life, and I will fix it. But yes, say hi anyway.
With Neil sitting right there?
Yeah, with Neil sitting right there.
Oh, hi there.
Also, hello, everyone.
I wasn't even gonna say anything this time, to be honest. I was just gonna let it go to see how long it took you to notice.
Fair. Well, I
or
noticed.
Until chat said something.
Huh?
I said, or until chat said something.
Or until chat said something. Fair enough. Well, apparently I'm just not fucking good at my job. Anyway. So guys,
That's
welcome.
you know it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not like I've won an award or anything to say otherwise, but you know, guys, nonetheless, allow me to welcome you here to this epic and amazing game. If you guys have never encountered RPGs before, then let me tell you something. This game involves a lot of imagination, a lot of creativity. These people who take on the role of the protagonists of a story dictated by myself, the arbitrator of the rules, the master of games, and of course the doler out of consequences. There are dice rolls, there are things, everything happens. It's all cool and it's all fun. But yeah, we're here for a good time. We're here to hang out and we're here to play this game. Now, first of all, before we kick off, we have some people to thank, starting, of course, with our sponsors. Starting, of course, with none other than Hero Forge. Now, guys, listen up! We got some news about Hero Forge. What's the news, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the news is big, and that is kit bashing is fucking here. That is right. You can now kit bash your characters in Hero Forge. But dang, what does kit bashing even mean? And why do I sound like I'm from the South, but also really shy, like I go to church, but I sit in the back? No, the reason why, person who is clearly some random NPC, the reason why we don't know what kit bashing is because kit bashing wasn't a part of Hero Forge until yesterday, which allows you to freeform manipulate, change, and add to your characters in Hero Forge. You can not only use the templates that are built there, but you can also freeform make these characters into whatever you could freaking want. It is amazing. It is so much fun. We played around today. We made a tree with a dryad coming out of it. It was amazing. We got to mess around with her hair, and it was so good. Honestly, I have never been more excited for an update in Hero Forge as much as this one. So I cannot wait to actually get my teeth into it, order some Hero Forge minis with the kit bashing stuff, and yeah, just get to see all the magic come to life. So yeah. Our second sponsor, of course, is none other than Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects you can hear over the course of the game. Sounds such as the sound of, ooh, here we go. What's this? TOFW. What's TOFW? Tomb of the Fallen Warrior? Well, there's a new sound set. I don't know what it's for, but what if you can translate what TOFW is as a module? It now has that. Damn, I really don't know. Everything looks different. I'm looking at an elephant fighting a goose. I can't tell you what this adventure is about, but I can tell you that there is what I think is an anteater that has the tag "Hello Traveler." I'm gonna push it.
The Google says turn of fortune's wheel.
Fresh faces are always welcome at Camp Greenbrier.
Okay, thank you, I guess. Haha. Well, that was an anteater, I think. But yeah, not only sound effects, but also we have cool music such as combat drums. And then we've also got swooshing of swords. Yeah. But then sometimes you don't swoosh, sometimes you clash. Yeah. And all of these sound effects help immerse my players into the game, and Sirenscape is one of the most robust sound systems out there right now, and you can use them not only on your online games, there's integration into our VTT, and even an app available on your mobile devices for your use at home as well. So go check out Sirenscape, and last but certainly not least is our wonderful and amazing friends over at Fantasy Grounds for our VTT, all the cool stuff that you see, the maps, the tokens, the rolls, the dice, everything is done in our VTT that allows me to focus on role-playing with my players and a little less on how much I'm keeping track of or not keeping track of the rules of the game. There you go. All right. Now, of course, guys, no RPG is complete without a good group of people to share the table with. It is their imaginations that come to light on the stage that is set by the Game Master. So without any delay, allow me to introduce to you the players and the characters of today's session, starting with Calindria, who plays the role of Kyrie, our rat folk slayer and herald of the Baba Yaga, the White Rider.
Slayer of things and stuff.
Things
but not
and
assassin
stuff.
of things or stuff.
Rat bloke.
That's pretty much my entire character. No.
Then, of
I would
course,
say former. I would say former assassin. No longer.
Oh yeah.
She sucks at it.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be former, because that implies you quit and just simply haven't killed anyone. It's a little...
Well, see, because I really only tried the once, and it was so disheartening that I haven't
Gave up.
tried since then.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
If
I'm
at
glad...
first you don't succeed, give up.
Yes.
I'd give up. It was clearly too hard.
That's right.
All right. No, don't take that lesson. Anyway, next up we have playing the role of a former mountain climber turned scapegoat. We have Bectrin, the dwarven brawler, played by our dear friend Lucas, aka Mr. Gaming Up.
Hello. Yes, I'm Lucas. I play Bectrin. He's a dwarf brawler. He's just trying to get people through this. You know, it's been rough going, and he's just here to try to help make sure nobody dies, because he lost his friend like right at the beginning of all of this, his best friend of many years. So he's trying to make sure that doesn't happen again with these people that he has now come to know.
Fair. Speaking of people they are coming to know, we find ourselves in the presence of someone who was at the beginning of the beginning of our adventure, died and was then returned from the realm of the dead by the psychopomps that caretake over the souls of the deceased. We have Mistwind, played by our dear friend Marcus, the storyteller.
Hello. Yep, I'm Marcus. I'm playing Mistwin. Formerly an elf, now a Duskwalker, still a dual curse oracle. Mistwin grew up in Iblidos, which is basically Pathfinder's equivalent of Greece. So it's kind of neat.
Is this the first time we're hearing about this?
No, this was established like way at the start.
Was it? All right.
Because that's where most god-meddled oracles come from.
Huh. Didn't know they were... Yeah, fair, neat. I like that. All right. Then we have, playing the role of Makar, the arcane archer, is our dear friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hello. Yeah. So, Makar he just wants to be a problem solver. He's actually a problem causer, and
Is it Makar though?
Is it Makar? I mean, when has it not been? Just kidding. Yeah, he wants to be a diplomat. Possible. What are they called? A arbiter in the future. Just because it seems that that's kind of what his calling was, since his town kind of had that calling before. His family had saved the town from a bunch of what were they, trolls, right? I believe it was trolls that were being
Yep, you're originally being
anyway.
harangued by trolls. Yes, you were.
Yeah. So then these the Fae have now asked or told me to go and find the Baba Yaga with the group.
Mhm.
So he thinks that his calling is now. So that's why he had left to go help these guys. And yeah, I mean, like I said, he's just trying to be the diplomat he thinks he is, and he's not good at it.
No, he is not.
Yeah.
All right. And last but certainly not least, for today's session, we have our dear friend Rill, the dwarven cleric of Sarenrae and harbinger of the Nether Ember Ale. We have played by our dear friend Brune Brassax.
Hey, g'day everyone. I'm Brune Brassax, and I play the character Real Never Ember. Yes, as Dag said, the dwarven cleric of Sarenrae. So yeah, Never Ember Ale. We're getting there. We might get there.
One
We'll
day.
see. We'll see if we get there.
Yeah, you remember Irison, you know, the place where your home is, and like your all the stuff was going on. You haven't been there for
it's
like
pretty
3
vague.
books. Yeah, you haven't been there for 3
pretty
books.
vague.
Let's see, because you went from Irison to Iobara to whatever that witch's coven place was, to the planet Triaxis, now to another unknown place. So I mean, yeah, you're getting there. And of course,
Yeah.
last in our group of people, unfortunately not available today, is our dear friend Tim, who plays the role of Cromwell, the Red Rider of the Baba Yaga, and a monk, human-looking person. Yes, he is unavailable today. He has some other more adulty responsibilities to take care of. We wish him all the best and hope for his return very soon. All right. Well, we have one last person to thank before we kick off in today's game, and that is, of course, our lovely audience members. Guys, you're a fucking legend. Come play games with me. Do it right now, because I'm going to open up a whole bunch of ways for you to interact with the game, starting with channel points that you can use to interact with the game, providing insight bonuses, giving inspiration to help my players roll with advantage, events that'll happen through encounters, divine healing, divine intervention, wandering bosses, you name it. There's a ton of stuff there, and all you need to do to earn them, it's a secret, right? You just gotta watch the show. Just chill out. Just be in chat and just enjoy yourself, and you'll earn channel points. It's how the whole thing fucking works. But yeah. Subscribers, you also gain points additionally very, very quickly. And guys, just so you know, it's September. So if you guys want to, you can actually get subs for the channel on the cheap. So even if you've subbed for this month, hey, if you want to get some extra subs in, that's also a thing. It's also a thing. A Harrow reading. We have a Harrow reading, guys. Ooh, I haven't done one of these for a while. Okay. Chew. I need you to give me a suit. This is in the form of a statistic. Strength, dex, con, wisdom, intelligence, or charisma. Let me know. And then I will do the tarot reading. But before we kick into that one, we also have a number of ways for people who wish to donate and help along with our vet expenses. We have a number of ways for you guys to donate to the stream. First of all, by donating, all of your efforts go towards helping my players and myself in a more tangible and but pretty much just a much more strong way during the game. First of all, for $5, you can donate to get one of the red marks for my players. These are hero points that can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. You can alternatively use those $5 to give me Jinx points, which are these purple markers that I don't have that can be used to counteract hero points, have bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of 2 decks that I have in front of me. The first deck you can choose from is the Heroic Action deck, which is a free heroic action for a player of your choice, as well as a hero point if they choose to use it. A second way you can use that $10 is to create or to join, draw, a card from my deck of flashbacks and plot twists. I will draw 3 of them. You pick one of them, and that becomes the story prompt. We have one already donated kindly by our dear friend Schooly Eye. Number 1, we have, interestingly enough, a cherished gift. Another new one that we haven't seen. A cherished gift. Okay, I'm not sure what we're going to do with that one, but that is now our story prompt for the day, so I'm going to keep that one there. Then we have our $20 donation, which of course is a natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, so we get a natural 20, and that's what people use it for. Right now, I am the only one with the golden nat 20, so there's that as well. We then have our $50 donation, which is a magic item. This item can be a homebrew item you designed that I put into the game. You can ask me to create an item, or you can provide a wish list item to a player of your choosing. So yeah, there's that. Alternatively, if you woke up and chose violence today, you can use that $50 to increase the difficulty of a challenge, making a boss even tougher, making the encounter more deadly, making the terrain more difficult, upping the stakes. There's a ton of cool stuff, but it is a big complication that gets thrown into the mix. And last, but certainly not least, we have our $100 secret menu item. The secret menu item is a huge shift, a huge major thing, and I know I'm going to regret this. I know I'm going to regret this straight up, but I will put into this game, and understand me when I say this, that this is a very important thing. I will put in a person in this game who will teach... Oh, wait, no. No. He'll come later. He'll come later. Pin that one. Ignore that, what I just said.
Wait, am I pinning it or am I ignoring it?
There's a creepy doll coming up. It's the voodoo doll. The voodoo doll will basically function as a negate all doll for each player once. That means to say, whatever the person takes or deals with, even if it's a killing blow, the voodoo doll takes it in its stead. And this is once per game. This is once per the entire lifetime of your character game. So they get a one free get-out-of-anything jail pass that the doll will provide to them. Provided they don't piss it off. If they piss it off, then something else happens. I'll figure that out when I get there. But there we go. What's the downside? Oh, I will definitely make people's hearts hurt for a while. That's a given. So there we go. That is the secret menu item. All right. Well, we're done. We're there. We've gotten it. We've made it. And I want to start our game. So without any further ado, sorry, that just warped all over for me. Let us now dive into today's session. When last we left, come on, you can do it. There it is. When last we left our heroes, taking the Baba Yaga's hut to follow the trail of the infamous witch, our heroes seek her return so that her daughter, Queen Ilvana, will be put down from the throne of Irison and prevent her current plan of taking over all of Galarian under sheets of ice. The Baba Yaga's trail has gone for a while, taken our heroes across realms and planes and even planets, but they find themselves getting closer now, as this was her last known whereabouts, wherever here happens to be. Our heroes navigate the Baba Yaga's home in order to try and find an exit so that they may learn of where they are, so that they might return with the witch in hand. They have encountered a number of the protectors here, ranging from strange elderly boogeymen, talking cupcakes, a gulag filled with Dodomvoy gnomes begging for their lives, and a trapped creature demon thing held within a mirror of life trapping. But now our heroes face a different threat. A large, fat, rotund plant-like creature who seemed to be hungry, belligerent, grumpy, and childish, to say the least, but the size of an ogre. It wasn't until our heroes chose to ignore the creature in order to leave the room that it threw the largest of all temper tantrums and let loose a terrifying shriek as it was revealed the beast was no mere plant creature, but an awakened, enlarged, and engorged mandrake. its shout, its scream, loud enough to even slay full-grown humans. And it is here we continue our adventure. With the shriek echoing and resonating, shaking the very walls of the trees that line this room, I need a fortitude save from everyone, please. Cromwell passes out.
Was
Yeah.
making
we
our
already did.
fortitude saves.
Did we?
Yeah, we
we
did all that last week.
because I
Because I didn't roll.
and I nat one. And
Oh, so yeah, we
I
ended
s-
up using hero points and shit for it.
Oh,
And chat
Is
saved
it
Vector's
magic?
life.
very well.
I didn't roll because I was in the next room. So
Ah, very
Yeah.
well.
Is it magic?
No.
Okay,
Well, look at
27.
you guys. Oh, look at me. We have the ability to remember what happened within a week.
Is that the right one?
Only
That's the
because
wrong
it
one.
cost us
Alright,
so
that was the right
much
one.
to do it.
Fair. Okay.
I would say chat literally had to step in to save Vector's life. So, because he
Okay.
was dead.
Bill was frozen, so he didn't have to hear.
Oh,
it.
you know what? I do actually remember that. All right, very well. In which case, as the shriek has gone out, unfortunately, Cromwell has passed out because reasons. Meanwhile, the rest of you managed to block your ears, grit your teeth, and withstand the mighty wailing of this great beast. Now, keeping in mind, it's not really trying to harm you, it's just having a tantrum. And unfortunately, that does mean that it is dangerous. As long as it keeps screaming and shouting, these waves will come, one after the other. What do you guys do? You're not in initiative. You guys can take whatever turn order you would like.
It actually threw me into the next room.
You can take whatever turn you would like, as you are not in initiative.
Okay.
Is it safe to say if we do something that Cromwell will magically come with us? So I'm not just like leaving his body here.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Look, I'm not going to kill his character while he's not here.
During all this screaming, is it obvious that he's just upset, like sad, essentially?
Yes, very much so. If you sort of look through your mind's eye, you just see a big baby kicking its feet, wailing and screaming and fussing and carrying on.
And how big is this guy?
A 10-foot tall, maybe?
Okay. Is he sitting down or standing up? Because that's going to change things for me.
I'll say sitting down.
All right, perfect. Beckford is going to walk over and sort of just pat him on the back. And he's just going to be, there. It's okay, big guy. It's okay. What's wrong?
Aw. Make a diplomacy check.
Oh, man. I hope this works. Otherwise, I'm dead again. Let's see. Oh, cool. My diplomacy is -1. This is going to go well. Yep. That's a 1. It's a -1.
Well, all right, I did forget. Schoolii had not only done the plot twist, but has also given a hero point to Kyrie, Bectrin, and Makar as well.
Vectrin,
yeah.
you just caressed the thing awkwardly.
I did.
It wasn't
you
a
did.
backpat, it was just like
Do it.
Do you wish to use a hero point?
Yeah, might as well. That way we can avoid any inappropriate touching.
Very well. Make your slightly less than inappropriate check.
See if I roll it correctly this time. Because it didn't take off my -1, which is weird. Hey!
Oh, Jinx point. No, I don't have any.
Uh,
I would be so dejected if you did that.
Now I'm having a tantrum. Now I'll just. All right.
there, Dag.
I know, thank you. All right, with a natural 20, the creature stops its wailing. It starts to sniffle. Hungry.
Aw, you don't have anything to eat in here?
No.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't have anything on me, unfortunately. But why don't I'll keep my eyes open. I'll head into the next room and I will see if I can find you something. And my friends will come with me. You know, because that way, extra sets of eyes, we can find you something to eat. How about that?
He turns and he sort of wipes his like big snotty nose, and then nods. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's great. Can you tell me how to get to the next room? We're new here, so I'm trying to find my way around.
He points. Cupboard. Cupboard. He points downwards.
Okay.
Cupboard.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And we will try to find you something as quick as possible. Okay.
Okay. Okay, lady, I
Rel
love you. Bye bye.
Rel leans into Miss One and it's like, what the fuck's going on?
God, fuck! Where'd you come from?
Everywhere.
I would like to make sure that Dreo is following us because I am not forgetting about this one, Dag.
Dreo follows.
Yes.
Not really.
But you have
What the
to, you
fuck's
have to,
going
you
on?
have to, you have to recite the call to summon Dreo.
Oh, all right. Okay. Okay.
It's not hard. You can
Can
do
I
it
just
if you
go
like.
Cass? Would that work?
That's not it.
Damn it.
Does anyone want to guess how to summon Dreo?
Like a dog.
I don't
Come
know.
here, boy.
It's the same way you summon Falcorn.
After what?
A little bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a song involved.
Oh gosh.
I'm obsessed with Beetlejuice at the moment. If it gives you guys any idea as to what to do, but you know you can figure it out. Anyway, to the south you can see a old withered toy chest, not toy chest, whatever it's, you know, the cabinets that they used to put trinkets and stuff in. You see one of those. As you open it, it leads down into what looks to be. Oh, wait, hold on. Five, yeah, that one. It leads down into this area here. And don't worry, we will not forget Cromwell. He will be dragged along by your dragon. All right. In the next room up ahead.
We all die.
Indeed.
But it looks so cozy.
It does look quite cozy.
Which
All
is
right.
why we all die.
A single candle atop a wooden table in the northeast illuminates this room. It is a hexagonal shaped sort of bedroom, as far as you can tell, with hints of sunlight which kiss the sill of a single windowsill along the western wall, beneath what looks to be heavy curtains, blacked so that most of the room is shrouded in shadow. The only sounds you hear while in here are the sounds of the creaking loose floorboards groaning and the aged walls creaking and straining. A single door sits tightly barred with a hammer and iron barred with a stout lock against the eastern wall here.
You said there was a lock on the door? Like,
Yes. As well as it
Okay.
being barred and nailed shut.
okay. If it's
We'll
locked,
get
there
water,
should
I'll
be
be
a
right back.
key around here, maybe. We should probably think about getting those boards off the door, if that's where we need to go next. Otherwise, that might not necessarily be the exit. Kind of like how some of these windows weren't really the exit. And if these floorboards are loose, maybe there's something under the floor.
Given our
So-
last experience with windows, I vote we give the window here a wide berth.
Yeah.
So Rel once again turns and says, "Hi, Rel Neverember.
Yep.
What the fuck are we doing? I haven't been here. I've blacked out.
Long
You
story
know.
short, Fortune Dragon, the dragon chased us along with the Ravager into the hut. Cromwell ran ahead of us. We found Cromwell. He's now unconscious. And
Makar turns to Rill and says, "We're still trying to leave the Baba Yaga's hut and find her."
yes.
Oh,
God, I do not have all
Oh,
day,
good.
Neil.
Sorry.
I'm glad that you summarized that so briefly.
No, I had to get water, and I came back, and you're all cackling, and I have no idea why.
It's fine.
Now I'm worried.
Just typical
You're good.
Mag making fun of Neil.
Ah, must be Wednesday.
Must be every day. No, I'm just kidding.
So yes, Rill, you are still in the Baba Yaga's hut. You are trying to find a way out. Much like whenever you teleport, the orientation of the entire hut changes, and the entrance and exits aren't always where they used to be. You have traveled in a perpetually straight line, as so it seems, and gone through a candy house, a forest, another smaller forest, and you're back in a house. It's hard to keep track. You've got in a cupboard in the middle of the woods, and this led you into a house. Seems about normal. You also realize you're healing from the hut, so you're still clearly inside the dimension that is the Baba Yaga's hut.
Fair enough.
And I are
I'm
in
gonna
said
see
described
if
room.
I'm gonna see if there's anything beneath the floorboards under any of the loose tiles.
Cool.
Under
You
the
pull up one of the
roof boards.
floorboards. As soon as you do so, all of a sudden, you see a human heart
Oh.
beating
What?
and bleeding, pouring out blood in a pool that it has gathered. Da-dum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum,
I put the board back
ba-dum.
down.
I feel
All
like
right.
I've heard this story somewhere before.
Cool.
Yeah, it sounds oddly familiar.
All right, the thing goes down.
Don't look under the floorboards.
Does Makar still hear it in his head?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah,
You've been cursed.
no.
Is there anything in this box? It looks like a chest. It could be like drawers.
Yes, there appears to be a key.
Hey guys, found a key.
Oh, nice.
Real quick, did anyone just do like a cursory, make sure nobody's, hiding under the bed?
Everyone
Check.
can make a perception check when Kyrie mentions this.
Oh boy. A 32.
All right, a 32,
Nice.
a 32,
Damn,
and a
well, nice.
39, and a 31. All right, all of you who got above 30, you notice something quite odd. It seems as though your shadows are missing. And as you look
What's
around,
the level of brightness in the room?
as you're looking around, they seem to be on the wall, heading towards the window, and they're kind of
Oh,
like
gosh.
they're kind of creeping as if they're trying to escape.
Quick, get a needle and thread. Get a needle and thread.
Indeed. I like
Where's
it.
needles and threads?
Vector's just
I
going to
mean-
turn and look at it and be like, guys, what the hell is that?
Oh,
All right.
shit.
As
He's gonna
you
point over there.
point over there, they look at each other, and then you watch as the Bectrin shadow starts looking like it's gesturing and hand signals, and then points in your direction. The other shadows of each of you then turn to face the real yous. And then they start to run, with Bectrin sort of ushering them. They start to try to jump behind the window.
I cast daylight on the window.
As you do so, the shadows move away from the window and start to run towards the door. Daylight now.
Doors.
The daylight now explodes near the window. The only person shadow to have gotten out would have been Bectrin. Actually, no, Bectrin went last. So Mistwin, it would have been yours.
Oh. So I'm shadowless now.
Yeah. Makar, you've yelled out to the others. The shadows are racing towards the door.
I'm actually I get 2 spell-like abilities per day for daylight. So I also cast daylight on the door.
Is it a concentration spell?
No, it's just a spell-like ability.
All right.
I gotta touch it. It's not a range, so I had to run up to it.
All right. That means you would have had to run up to the first one. So I'd say, Mistwin and Makar, your shadows went through the first window, and Rill, you and Kyrie get through the door. As daylight now fills the area, everyone is suddenly blinded by these daylight spells that are now exploding in this room, creating 2, bright rooms of like brilliant light.
I thought I could get to it in time. I'm sorry. I thought I could get to it in time.
All that is left is Bectrin's shadow. As Bectrin's shadow stands there and looks around, it seems to be trying to find a place to retreat, and it slips underneath the bed.
I thought Bectrin's and Mistwin's shadows were the ones that escaped.
No. I said Bectrin's shadow wanted to leave last. So Bectrin and Mistwin and Kyrie went out the first one. Rill and Makar went out the second one.
Do I feel any different without my shadow?
Not in the slightest. Also, welcome to the chat, Lava Being. I like that. Lava Being. Welcome. We are currently playing a Russian-inspired game. Our heroes are Kyrie, the Ratfolk Slayer, Bectrin, the Dwarven Brawler, Mistwin, the Duskwalker Oracle, and Makar, the Arcane Archer Human, and Rill, our... Asimar, sorry, and Rill, our Dwarven Cleric of Sarenrae. The group is currently seeking out the Baba Yaga, an ancient and powerful witch, in order to try and bring her back home to their land, where they can hopefully use her to stop her daughter, who has gone mad with power and is freezing the world as they know it. They are currently in the Baba Yaga's hut, trying to find their way out, because this was her last known location. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to bloody ask, because we love people, and we love meeting new friends, and we want you to feel like you are welcomed in this space. So...
Oh yeah, and I can use touch spells now with my bow.
Yeah, right. And to also recall, our heroes have entered this room, and suddenly their shadows have run off, or tried to run off. 4 of them have run off, with Bectrin's shadow being hiding under the bed, as it has nowhere to go due to Makar's daylight spells being cast.
And it does last. So we're level 12 now, so it lasts 10 minutes a level. Times 120.
That's 2 hours.
But I think I can dismiss it whenever. So when we figure this out, I think I can just get rid of them.
Just look up the spell safe as the letter D.
That doesn't matter. You have 2 hours. What do you do?
All right.
Good night, Vala. Sleep well.
What the hell is with our shadows running away?
I don't know.
I would like to have... Bectrin is going to try to tiptoe towards the foot of the bed. He's going to motion to Makar. He's not going to say anything. He's going to use hand and arm signals. Motion to Makar and point to the other side of the bed. And then try to get Kyrie's attention and point to the other side, the third side there, so they can kind of surround it. And then he's going to try to flush it out so they can grab it.
All right.
Can we grab a shadow?
We're about to find out.
We're damn sure going to try. I want to question this shadow. He seems pretty shady.
Can you talk to a shadow?
Oh my god!
I might be able to, but
oh, sorry, you guys. He turned and looked at me. He was proud of him.
All right,
I did.
I
Ready?
thought my jokes were bad.
3, 2, 1. Whoosh.
Vector, make a reflex save. As the bed flips upwards, the shadow zips on the floor, trying to find more cover.
Oh,
With a
Guys.
25, that is the DC. You grab onto it, and sure enough, you are able to snatch at it. It pulls, it struggles, it tries to break free, but once you have made contact with it, however, the areas that you have touched start to pin it to the ground until eventually you find yourself laying flat on the ground, and it's reformed into your being. You are now shadowed.
oh, so it's just my normal shadow again. It's not like still moving around.
Now it is your normal shadow.
Oh, well, I was going to try to ask it some questions. I guess that is not going to happen.
I mean, you could ask it some questions. Oh, sorry. I will also say this. Those of you who got a 30 on your perception check, you noticed that this happened when the candle mysteriously snuffed out. The candle that was in this room.
All right.
And-
Vectrid is going to look down at the ground at his shadow. And he's just going to point at it. He's like, what can you tell me about what the hell just happened? And just wait for an answer.
There is no answer. I'm just having this scene in my head where Becton's like, I didn't want it to come to this. Takes out a cigar, lights it, brings it closer to the shadow. And he's like, you don't want to go down this way, pal. It's gonna hurt the both of us. And then
He's just going to run a whole interrogation on his shadow.
Yeah, so he just puts the cigarette out in the shadow, and the shadow like has like a permanent hole in it.
Yes. Let's make that happen. I don't have a cigar on me, though.
Sure.
Kiri,
Oh,
gonna
it's
go
fine.
stand next to Makar, like, what's he doing?
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to get answers.
Yeah,
Hey, I
hold
said
on.
that quietly.
Okay.
Rill
Well-
goes over to the fireplace. Is that where the candle is?
On top of the sill, yes.
He
Now,
wants to
yep.
see if the candle's like anything besides a candle. Anything out of the ordinary.
There is. You find a playing card. Do you take it?
Can I see what's on the playing card before I take it?
It's kind of like a little bit above you because you're short.
That I am.
So yeah, you can take it and then have a look at it.
You seem very insistent for me to take it and
I
then look
do.
at it. So I won't take it and then look at it. I will try to use something other than my hand.
Well, then super mysteriously, it floats down from the sill and lands on your face, directly in your line of sight. Because this is our redeemed Harrow event. So it is non-optional, I'm afraid. But yes, you can be as careful as you want. It's not going to change it.
I don't
right.
actually, but I think it'd be hilarious if
Sure.
it starts coming at Rill. Kiri takes her knife out and tries to stab it, chop it.
Cool. Because I mean,
go
if,
like
I will not do that.
okay.
As it comes down.
I'm just picturing Ro running away, the card just following behind him.
All right. We have our set. By the way, thank you to Chu for the donation of channel points for our lovely draw here. So this is a Harrow encounter. The way this works is we are going to do a rough Harrow draw to pick a card here, and whatever fortune is upon that card, that is the random encounter that will happen immediately. So I have 9 cards placed in rows 3 by 3. I have a top left, I have a bottom right, I have a middle. Rill, if you would, pick a card position, and I will reveal that card. I would like for you to pick one card to remove from the deck, and then one card to select.
the only one I remember out of what you just said was bottom right.
Well, keeping in mind, it's like 3 by 3. So,
3
you
by
know,
3,
like,
yeah.
yeah. So you can choose
So you
left,
can say,
right.
like, top left,
left,
top right, top
yeah.
middle.
Yeah, left, center, right, top, center, right. These are the options of it. Do you not know how like a 3 by 3 square grid works? Here, let me
Without
show
a
you.
visual, like it's.
All right, here.
confusing.
That's okay.
triangle.
Here, let me show you.
Oh, wait, that's a 3 by.
There you go.
So yeah, just put numbers
3 by 3.
so he can.
Tic-tac-toe.
Left, right, top, bottom, center for both of them. There you go. All right.
There you go. Now I've just created a visual reference for everyone that's watching at home.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
All right.
So I'll remove bottom left.
All right. Bottom left is being removed. You have spurned the waxworks, which is good because that is a misaligned card. So that means, if possible, this card will be in your favor.
Okay. And then so I got to choose one now.
Mm-hmm.
Top left.
Top left. Okay. All right. The top left is the trumpet.
Ooh.
Okay. The trumpet card is our Harrow event. So the fortune reading on the trumpet is... There we go. The Harrow deck, yada, yada, yada. There we go. The Lost Harrow. The trumpet. All right. This is perfectly aligned. It represents an Archon who dives aggressively into righteousness and danger. Interesting. Okay. In which case, you will gain... so, for this encounter, I gotta make something up. I got it. Done. Give me a moment. Azrael looks at the... candle. Or looks for the candle, should I say. Yes! Haha! The candle takes flight and begins to speak in Celestial.
Ooh.
Does anyone speak Celestial?
I do.
Sincerely doubt it. Oh, I do not.
All right.
I actually do. Even
Oh,
without
you're
the
an
demon
Asmar. That
lose.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even
Yes, I
without
do.
the demon tongue.
I sure don't.
All right. It speaks in Celestial and says, "Be not afraid. Look upon me and know that I am your friend."
It's friendly, guys. Don't worry.
It's trying to kill me.
No, you're good.
I
It's in
bringeth
my hair.
thee no harm, gentle dwarven friend, for I am a being of truth and light in this dark and terrible place.
It said it wants my beard.
I was imprisoned here by a man of great evil, for I only sought to guide him on the path to redemption, to give away all of his evil desires and replace them with good. But alas, instead he bound my body and my essence to this candle until beings of equal good and righteousness entered into this abode, freeing me, but at the same time spelling their undoing. Your shadows have been taken by the dreaded warlock that imprisoned me.
Wasn't it a witch that? Because we're in the Baba Yaga's hut, so wouldn't it have been a...
All I gathered is it wants to take something from us. Everyone watch out.
It's saying it was imprisoned here by a warlock, but we're in the Baba Yaga's hut, so wouldn't it have been the Baba Yaga?
It was not.
Well, no, remember, we did meet that lich.
Are you fucking telling the story or am I? Good, excellent. Allow me to continue then. As I was saying, a warlock imprisoned me here. And your shadows have gone to warn him of the dangers that now come for him, that good, true, and honorable people now seek his downfall. I am sorry to have betrayed you.
Miss Insular looks at
Ah.
Kyrie. Yeah, honorable.
Real doesn't exactly know what's going on, but
I'm
he will,
basically
as,
I'm repeating what he's saying to you all.
as defensively as possible, I will take a step back.
As defensively as possible. I like it.
You take a step back.
Well,
do.
Kyrie, you heard it. It betrayed us.
Get my
So
car.
just
You two
just
working
real
together?
quick, right up
Like-
until this thing came out,
Mhm.
Vectrin was down there doing his interrogation. He decided to be good cop, so he's gonna be like, "Look, buddy, if you don't talk to me, my friends are gonna take over, and they're not nearly as nice as I am." And then this thing's gonna come out, and then he's gonna pay attention. I had that in my head, and I just wanted to get it out there.
Okay, very well. Your shadow still does not respond.
You're a tough one, Shadow.
I like you.
I like the cut of your jib, sir.
He then like gestures at you, and you're like, "You son of a bitch!"
I knew it. Did you
I
guys
knew-
see that? I knew it.
From this point on, you're just continually suspicious of your own shadow. Just you're always
He's talking to him,
considered.
Shadow. I'm
It's
talking
locked
to my
in. It's in his
tongue.
lore now.
Yeah, your character is always considered to be flanked. Just because you're always keep.
I love it.
No.
He just. Great.
Now again, with Makar translating, anyone is able to speak. We are just automatically presuming that Makar will be translating.
Yeah.
All right. So
He
could
said it
you
was
at
in
least,
prison, then he apologizes for it, but yes.
could you at least tell us the name of this warlock that's supposedly gonna come and hurt us?
Alas, I did not get the fiend's name.
Yeah, of course.
He spoke in a language I did not understand. Though, that was because I did not yet grant the powers to understand and speak the language. A gift I am able to readily bestow for a short period of time. Allow me some measure of atonement. Allow me to bless you with the gift of tongues, that thou may be able to truly understand your foe.
Yeah, so everybody here can already hear and speak all the languages because of a weird alien.
Then why can't you understand me?
Because I think they forgot about that.
Oh, sons of a bitch! What the fuck?
I
was
was
putting a-
confused when I got that demon tongue.
Well, I suppose.
Now I can speak it twice as much.
All right. Well, shit.
I should not try to
There's no
assassinate
need for
this
me
thing,
to
right?
translate then.
I mean, you could.
Kyrie, let's
Now-
not try to unalive the literal angel.
Ugh.
I would like to see you try.
Can I
See, I'm just
see if I know
No.
possibly what kind
Do
of
not let it egg
thing-
you on.
No. Oh,
Me. He's talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm a celestial being, you mortal peasant.
Who got captured by some pissant warlock?
This is
A pissant warlock who knows how to get the fuck out of their own house.
Like a mask, right?
What?
This is the type of celestial
Sorry.
being that's like it's like the mask, right? It's like a
Um,
living mask kind of thing.
it's a lantern.
Yeah.
Just a.
Okay.
I'm just imagining.
Okay.
Fuck
I was
you. No,
thinking.
fuck
I remember
you.
seeing art
Fuck
on
you.
I'm just wondering if Makar would have known about that kind of thing. But yeah, if it's just a lantern, then
I would come to your work and smack the dick out of your mouth.
So I just love that Neil is over here trying to actually make progress and you two are just going back.
Yeah.
Also, if there are any children watching, I'm not sorry. That's just a fact.
Don't be.
That's the price you pay for watching a DAG stream.
That is really
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, but in seriousness, is there a way we like fucking free this thing? Do we want to?
It's freed. Like it's you freed it. It's freed. It's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
it is just yeah.
Is there a way for us to get our shadows back?
Yes.
Or what happens if
Yes,
the
there
shadows
is.
aren't with us?
There is a way. Nothing happens while your shadows are gone. They're simply there to serve as warnings. You should be able to get them back if you make contact with them. Skin to skin.
They can't.
He doesn't
Okay,
do that because
so
he
a
doesn't have
couple-
arms. He's just a lantern. But you know,
A couple of them went through the window, and a couple of them went through the door. So
but they will be heading towards the warlock to warn him of your upcoming attack.
we just got to make way to this warlock.
It seems to be the yep.
Okay.
It's almost as if there needs to be some investment in you finding this individual in order to go on your further quest of finding the Baba Yaga, rather than showing up on a planet that you have never been to before and trying to figure out where you are, and then, of course, literally trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Wait.
Yeah.
Was this the Baba Yaga's son that did it?
That's
Again,
what I
I
was
didn't.
thinking.
I don't know. Maybe it's a guy. So as per the logic of it being a dude,
He would be considered a warlock, right? Because we know her daughters
Seems
are
oddly specific.
witches.
it does. It's like, how convenient, Lantern Man, if that is your real name. No, it's not. I didn't give you my real name.
Good. All right.
Um.
I'm gonna walk the
Well,
fuck
if you're
away
fr-
now.
if you're free,
Yeah, you better run.
Oh, all right. You son of a.
Just Kyrie runs right. Ah! Just.
if you're free, but still kind of hate the warlock for locking you in here in the first place, would you wanna come with us and maybe help make our way to him?
No, I cannot. For this world has not much in the way of celestial magic, and I do not have enough power to lend you aid. But what I can give you is this blessing. Your weapons now count as good aligned weapons, especially the rat person. It is twice as good as everyone else's.
That's pretty good. I don't have a weapon.
Your headbutts are now
Thanks.
holy. I've now given you a blessed forehead.
Oh,
Real,
this
do you
is
want some kind of weapon? I have a quarter.
Too late. He has what we call the king's crown. It is the sacred weapon of his people. Because dwarves headbutt in fights.
As long as it's not the Queen's Pearl necklace, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So,
I
the
wanna
lantern.
see-
sorry, go on. Mr. Win?
I want to see Rill run up and just headbutt someone in the dick now.
I mean, honestly.
I might have some celestial magic to help you out. I don't know. I could try.
I'm gonna
Do
go
you-
look for the Baba Yaga now.
Do
Anyone
you
wanna come
have
with?
divine magic, young man?
I have some divine blood in me. I would ask Mark.
Oh, cool. Thank you. He dives onto your neck and starts to.
Ah!
Oh, yes. No, this is exactly what I need. Thank you. Take 1d6 con damage.
Ow!
You offered.
Okay, I know I did.
You take 1 con damage.
Okay.
Remember, angels are just devils.
They're just-
but
Yeah,
Good
assholes.
vampires.
angels are just devils, but flavored with sugar instead of hate.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for your divine essence.
You're welcome. Ow.
Do you reckon I could have seconds? Really hungry.
If you want
Hey,
me to
you
kill
know
it
the
now.
dwarf is a cleric, right?
Fuck
Nah,
off.
I mean.
I'll fucking headbutt you in the dick.
Does anyone else want to continue this quest for the
Yeah.
Baba Yaga?
What's the quickest way to
I
get
don't
begin
know. I
backing
think I want to stay
out
this.
I just-
the room.
All
I
I
just say
recall,
the Archon. As much as I would love to, we do have to move on. So
he says, all I recall is that the man came from that door there, promptly locked it, and teleported away. I cannot tell you more. I wish you luck.
okay, thank you.
All right, farewell. And as it flies away, it sort of wings Kyrie in the back of the head as it flies off.
Dunk.
Oh, motherfucker!
Door is locked. I just so happened to find a key.
Hold on, wait. I want to see if it'll actually wing you in the head. Give me a sec.
We still have to pull the boards
Can I
off.
just say yes? Like, I'm okay with it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, you say yes.
Light ray. As he wings you.
That guy was kind of a dick.
Whack.
Yeah, he was a giant dick.
I mean, angels are kind of pretentious.
I should let me fucking stab it.
Can't say as I've ever met one before.
All right. Now, as you make your way to the door, the key rattles in the lock. The chains fall to one side. But the barred door, the wooden bit with the nails in it, is still firmly fixed. Bectrin, between you and, I'd say Rill in particular, because you guys are both dwarves and able to deal with crafting and leverage and the like, you tear loose the board super easy, causing the nails to rattle onto the ground. Anyone who wishes to make a spellcraft check.
Ooh.
Even if you're not trained.
No, you do need to be trained for this one.
Shit.
Nope.
I got a 20.
Am not trained.
20. Sure, I'll give it to you on a 20. You find 1d4 stubborn nails.
Stubborn nails.
Yep. They are basically the same as regular nails. You have 2 of them. But they are particularly hard to remove.
Ooh. Well, that means these ones in the wall or in the thing are going to be also hard to remove. Or do we just get them?
Oh, you just get them. That's what I'm saying. They've been pulled out.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go. I've added it to your
cool.
character sheet, Neil.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
All right. As the door opens, the next area you find is pretty fucked up.
Bigger beating heart in the floor.
Flickering flames peer from the hollowed eyes of hundreds of skulls that fill this room in front of you. This chamber is dark, save for the dripping sounds of blood that reflect the lights that emanate from these skulls. It is unearthly. Even with the lights coming from these skulls, the darkness clings everywhere you see. As you enter, any light source you bring in with you is immediately snuffed out. A voice calls you.
Even magical light.
Even magical light. A voice seems to call from the darkness. Vasilisa. Vasilisa. You turn your attention to where the noise seems to be coming from. And what you see is a crucified Russian doll with nails embedded into its hands and arms and body, burn marks scorching its various clothings and hair, pulled,
Are they
torn.
cigarette burns?
Yeah, cigarette burns. The porcelain mask is shattered and
Excellent.
broken into pieces. As you notice the doll, it suddenly moves and shifts, almost as if the doll has just gone limp in its crucified state. And the noise, the sound that you were hearing, suddenly goes quiet. Also, thank you for the follow, Hannah Charlotte.
This is bringing me flashbacks to when we first arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie, remember that ice wraith thing that had that porcelain doll?
Yes. This ought to be fun. Is it this
how
room
did we
to the
deal
right?
with that again?
I'm sorry, Ice Wraith?
Kinda.
It wanted a hug.
Ooh, that's not great.
It did not want a hug. Dag, is this the room to the right that we're going into?
Yes, this is the room to the right.
Okay, Kyrie would like to have her token move. There we go. Okay. So far, everything that has killed us has either come right in our faces or is at the fireplace. So I'm gonna go over to the fireplace, slowly, carefully, and see if there's any trap there. Hello, Bones, Skulls. How are you?
The skulls
Me.
seem to watch you.
Oh, that's not creepy. That's not creepy at all.
All right. The doll seems to have gone quiet. The skulls are the only ones staring at you. You head towards the fireplace and can see a pathway through.
Okay. Any?
Any what, sorry?
I said shit. I didn't finish. I'm thinking.
Do we see the skulls looking at Kyrie, or are they just now? Or are they looking at each and every one of us?
They're all looking at
Simultaneously?
Kyrie as she has entered the room and gone deeper in.
Can I, real quick, sort of tiptoe over to this box and just open it up just to see if there's any food in it? I did promise the giant baby some food.
There is a little bit of food. As you enter the room, the skulls on that side of the room start to look at you.
It's not unsettling at all. I would like to take the food.
You do so. You have food.
Sweet.
Is this fireplace the only source of light that we're getting?
These skulls have like flaming eyes, and they seem to
Right,
give
okay.
some light.
Okay,
light
but if
is
I
very-
extinguish this,
The light is very muted. So if you extinguish this light here, you'll extinguish one of the major sources of light.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, for reference, the doll is here.
okay.
Well, if nobody else is going to, Misson will begin approaching the doll.
All right.
And this is how you die.
As you
Oh.
get
Real moves toward
We
the
all die.
fireplace.
As you get to there, you see that the doll has been effectively crucified and tortured. The skulls begin to bite and rattle as you approach.
You know, even though it's a doll, that's absolutely cruel.
See anything like magical that this is gonna go off in my face if I try to look at it wrong? Real?
I don't know. I have a look at the thing that Kyrie is looking at.
It is a fireplace. It is warm and toasty.
Is there anything unusual about said fireplace?
Other than the light being muted by whatever magic effect resides within this room, there is nothing unusual about the fireplace.
I so don't trust it.
And you said that we can see an entranceway through it.
With these fireplaces, they have a thoroughfare that goes through it, and there's like the embers and stuff in the middle, which is where the fire would sit. It would warm normally 2 rooms, this one and the one beyond. If there was no fire, however, you could pass through it like a tunnel into the room adjacent.
Okay. I point at my car, and then I upturn my hand and go. Without words.
Sorry. Okay.
And then I point towards the fireplace.
I
And then he
look
can
in the-
determine that however he likes.
Hmm. I'm going to try to attempt to touch the flame.
You burn your hand, you take 1 point of fire damage.
Ah. Thought there was like maybe an illusion or something going on.
Oh my fucking god. Fire hot. Jesus fuck. What level are you guys? Level 12?
So like,
Okay, yep.
so the skulls are like rattling and vibrating at me, is what you said?
Yes.
Does it look like they're poised to attack, or is it just like a...
It does look like they're poised to attack.
You know what? Diplomacy's not my greatest thing, but I wonder, with Miss Win's time in the boneyard,
Undead
she's
bad, they
going to-
generally very rarely intelligent.
Well, we don't know they're bad though.
99.9% of most undead do not have a sense of self or consciousness.
Well, I'm not going to be talking to the skulls. I'm going to be talking to the doll, assuming
Oh.
that the doll is the reason.
Ah, very well. Well,
Um,
in which case, your boneyard stuff will give you no information about the doll.
Well, no. What I was saying was, with Miss Win's time in the boneyard, assuming that the doll is some sort of undead,
The porcelain doll, you
just-
mean?
yeah. Well, assuming that there's a spirit, especially. With the
Oh, like
last
if it's
time we
haunted or
encountered a
something is
doll.
what.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Miss Win-
Sure.
As she approaches, she's going to try to I can't think of the word, but she's like talk directly to the doll or spirit itself.
Mm-hmm. As you do
Um,
so, make a perception check.
Okay. Perception is 16 plus 16. That is
Nice.
a 28.
All right. With a 28, the doll is moving slightly, ever so slightly, but from appearance's sakes, from this close, you can see it's incredibly malnourished and seems weak. It is also, again, nailed to the crosshair and covered in spikes. You can tell they're stubborn nails as well.
Miss Win would go, excuse me to whoever or whatever is, unless you yourself, the doll, are alive, would I be able to approach to help you?
It does not seem to say anything. The skulls continue to...
I'd rather not get into unnecessary conflict right now.
Rill's resistant to fire. I'm thinking of stepping through the fireplace. But I want to see what happens.
Okay. Get some popcorn out.
I got a bag of chips right here.
Two stepping through.
No, he said he was waiting.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I
it's
am
all on you,
waiting
Miss
to
Win.
see what Miss Win does.
Really don't want to get into a fight, but like Missing genuinely feels a little sorry for this doll.
Did you
Can I
say
check?
that this doll was on a on a
Crucifix.
Yes,
cross or
it's-
something, or crucifix? Okay.
Mhm.
And there were
Yeah.
two more stubborn nails in them.
Yeah. Well, the nails in its body are stubborn nails. Yes.
Okay. Are there any missing from its body
No.
that it looks like a whole? Okay. So I thought if it was on a crucifix, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, if two of them were missing, then I could use the two that I had to put them in the missing ones.
You want to stick more nails into it?
No,
No.
that is a bad idea.
Can I check in, on, around, under, through the table? Also for traps?
You do so. There do not appear to be any traps.
Vectrin, what you find in that chest over there?
Just some food.
I might have an idea. Would you mind giving me a piece real quick?
Yeah, I can give you a little bit. I gotta save most of it for our.
That's fine. I don't need a huge amount.
All right, Vectrin will hand over a little bit.
All right.
As they're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
Rill will tap Makar on the shoulder and hope you feel better. And I cast like in English.
Cast.
Restoration Lesser.
Cool. For the con point.
1d4.
Okay.
Well, it's a minimum one, so yeah, you get it.
That's right.
Yay.
All right, done and done.
Thank you, Real.
All right. Because you said that the doll looked malnourished, Miss Win's thought process is if she slowly approaches with food outstretched, that maybe the skulls will let her pass.
Does a doll need to eat?
They seem agitated. They do not change their demeanor when you have food held out. Do you give the doll the food?
I'll make an insight check
Yes.
on the skulls.
Sure. Make a sense motive check.
Well, yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons player.
Well, unfortunately, without eyebrows, it is very difficult to tell their facial expression. They definitely seem hostile, for sure, but you can't tell what their intention is.
Okay, I just go,
Stroke your beard.
that's it.
But yes, Miss Win will give food to the doll.
All right. As you do so, the flames in the eyes of the skulls all light up and glare at Mistwin.
Ooh.
No, that didn't
Can I
work.
turn and also glare at Miss Win?
Make a reflex save.
Give me uno momento.
Neil,
Reflex.
if it's all right with you
Actually,
as well.
I'm gonna hero
Yeah.
point for the bait just in
Hang on.
case, because
Not a problem. Becton, did you move?
Vectrin is just gonna back away from this one when all the skulls start to look at it.
Unfortunately, that will not be. Oh, you know what? You will need to make a reflex save as well.
All right, that's fair enough.
Mostly
Will's
because
tempted
it
to
is.
use armor to cast
Mm.
fly.
I'll just put it in
and
the
grab.
chat. Yeah.
I am going to use my
Oh shit, that's a big.
fortune ability.
That's a nat 20 for me. Plus 13, so 33.
dang.
Unless is 28 enough to pass before I do anything else?
1 moment. 28 is enough to pass.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay, but it will encompass the both of you. Which brings a total of.
Oh, is
7,
this
8, 9, 10,
you said this
11,
was a
12,
reflex
13,
save,
14,
right?
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, I did.
I have a ring of evasion, which means I take no damage on reflex saves.
Nice. All right. Bectrin, you take. You know, I'm gonna.
Jesus.
I'm gonna round it up to a solid 30. You take 30 points of damage. Fire damage if it's resisted by anything. Bectrin. Bectrin.
Sorry, I was muted and clicked out of the window. I do have a cloak of resistance. Gotta check that.
Cloak of Resistance.
That just gives you a bonus to your saves.
Yeah, I don't think that
Yeah,
gives
which
you.
I'm now seeing, which I didn't use, but I didn't need anyway.
Very well.
Yep, then I got nothing.
All right, a fireball. Oh, well, basically a tornado of fire erupts, and you watch as all of the skull's eyes fade. They're kind of gone from being an open flame to like these simmering embers. It's like they need to build up a charge before doing that again.
That's where the trap was.
Everywhere.
Oh, actually, sorry, my apologies. It targets everyone in the room, so I need a reflex save from Kyrie, Rill, and Makar. It actually, so it says the spell Firestorm, which is two 10-foot areas, but yeah. Also here, it's Jesus, guys.
I'm gonna hero point the ever-loving fuck out of that.
Sure, why not? Let me just take Mistwinds away real quick, and then I will take yours.
If I add 4, will that pass? Pass the 22.
You pass with a 22.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
All right, and Kyrie with a 27, you also pass.
Sweet. And I have evasion.
And you have evasion. Nice. All right, Rill, what about you? How you doing, buddy?
Do I pass with a nat 1?
No, you do, however, have 20. You do have 20 fire resist, so 59 damage becomes 39 fire damage. So
Yeah,
it's still pretty spicy.
I'll just
And
take that.
and Makar, you take 30 points of damage with your save.
Ooh.
All right. So yes, the fire explodes, but then it is now calmed. As you place the food in the mouth of the doll, it speaks. I am Vasilis. Actually, you know what? Oh, fuck. I've never used this before. I apologize in advance. I don't know what this is going to do. I'm going to actually turn the music off because I just know what it's called. This is all kinds of messed up. Okay. Here we go. Shh, shut up. Shut up.
Uh-oh.
That ring saved my life because if I had failed that, that's
Okay, here we go.
Damage.
All right, here we go. Okay.
I am Vasilisa.
Ooh.
I have been imprisoned here by the Baba Yaga. Please, help me.
You're not gonna try to do anything to us, are you? If I do,
No. I am Vasilisa's doll. I saved her from the Baba Yaga. She kept me here and punishes me.
Oh, to be fair, you do look a little worse for wear, so just know that we are a very cautious bunch, and
I can help you. Please, take the nails before the skulls regain their power and carry me with you.
you know what? Fuck it, why not? What's the worst that
Sense
can
motive
happen?
check.
Fuck you,
Good
weirdo.
call.
Is that
Damn,
a
I
yes?
like-
No, it just means I had to turn off my my voice mod and I have to go back into the thing, and it's so far down on the list. It's fine. All right, make a sense motive check on the doll. Hey, welcome in, Bane.
I add,
He's gonna go.
Yes.
He's
I add
gonna
a
low
hero
roll
point
and
for
not
8.
trust it.
Oh, he's adding the 8 for the hero point. All right, make it so.
Fuck yeah.
Also, yes, Red Queen vibes for sure. 34. All right, with the 34, this doll
You're
is
all going to die down here.
You're all going to die down here. Yeah, I should have done the British accent. Anyway, the doll seems to be telling the truth. The Baba Yaga, you know what? Let me give you this story. Once upon a time, one of the Baba Yaga's best-known embarrassments came at the hands of a young girl named Vasilisa, who, with her hard-working magic doll, performed impossible tasks for the Baba Yaga to avoid being eaten. After escaping from the dancing hut, Vasilisa went on to defeat her cruel stepmother and stepsisters with the aid of a magic skull that she had gotten from her labors for the Baba Yaga, and as a woman, earned a forgotten Tsar's hand in marriage. The Baba Yaga never forgot the little girl's treachery and snatched the doll away from her in the middle of the Tsarina's funeral service after her death. Centuries following, the Baba Yaga has continued to torture this doll. It is speaking the truth. It has been tortured. It has been broken. It seeks to return to where it belongs, which is by the side of the little girl to whom it was given life.
Okay, I do feel like with Miston's newfound whole
Well, this was-
Pharasma thing,
That's
I was-
real.
that would
Yeah,
definitely be.
I was going to say Rill was the one who made this notice.
Oh.
Sorry. I do appreciate
Rill
the sentiment,
just,
though. It's a good sentiment.
Rill looks at the doll and goes, yes. And
It tries
casts,
it tries to do the same, and as it does, its finger breaks off.
Ooh.
no, leprosy. Keep away. He uses his armor, which he can cast fly on himself.
Bang! Oh, sorry. Okay,
Lifts
sorry.
off the ground and flies above the skulls and grabs the doll and then flies and
It's the nails. Yeah.
Yes, the stubborn nails continue to persist. They require strength checks to remove.
awesome.
Yeah,
I will
question.
fly to there.
Yep. All right, make a strength check. And was there a question? I heard a question.
Yeah, I wanted to try to grab the nail and turn it into a tattoo.
Oh.
Oh,
nail.
actually, you know what? That is super clever. Does the tattoo ability that you have, can you do that on something that is equipped or in the possession of another creature? Or does it have to
Let
be an
me-
unattended object?
Give me a second.
I think it wasn't it one object that was like
It has to fit in
bulk
my hand.
one
I
or
know
less
that
in
much.
your hand?
Hold on. Good. Sorry, I gotta find it. glove.
I
You
know
do
could
the
think it
technically
has
gloves.
to
grab-
be an unattended object.
Yeah, because if that were
All right,
that were
may
the case, you
transform
could
into
grab
a
enemy
tattoo
weapon.
any small one-handed object. That's all it says.
Okay. To avoid what could potentially be abuse,
Mhm. I could see you just
I would
grabbing
say
enemies'
it does have to be an unattended object. Because yeah,
Okay.
otherwise you could potentially, like, if someone swings a sword at you, you're like, haha, tattoo, no weapon for you.
Well, that can't fit in one
The
hand.
Yeah, it can. Why not? Hold a sword in one
I
hand.
figured like the whole thing has to
Oh,
be able
like-
to be enclosed in the
Oh,
hand.
I mean, yeah, I mean, still, I mean, like, powerful
You've been doing it to
gems,
daggers.
rare
so.
MacGuffins,
Yeah.
you know, like, yeah. I'm gonna say it has to be
Alright, let me
Hey,
add
unattended.
dag.
Yeah.
Hey, dag.
Yeah.
Does a 12 get the nail out?
Oh, that's a great question. Great question. Great question. Let me just check my notes here. Let me just check the old stubborn naily nail here.
Or do I
Let's
get
see.
like rabies tetanus or something?
Let's see. It requires a DC 20 strength check to remove each of these nails, and each
So
nail
that's
can
pretty
support.
close.
That's pretty
How the
close.
heck
Pretty
did I get
close.
2 of them.
You're nearly there.
Hey, it's pretty close.
May I
Uh,
try to help?
and each nail can support 500 pounds.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
May I try to help?
Sure, sure. I mean, if you all want to, you can tie ropes to it and try to give it a good old yank. Or, if you want to, you can take her with the crucifix and deal with the nails later.
Can't we
Oh, I
just
assumed it
grab
was
the
nailed
Well,
to the table.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
She's nailed to the cross, but the cross is like fixed to the table. You could get a sword or an axe or a saw and just cut the bit of wood and then just take the whole thing.
Then I'll fucking
Yes,
go back
Cass.
here
The whole
and pretend
table.
I didn't
We
do
are
any of
nearly
that.
there.
Girls got this.
Cass.
Just grab the
Yeah,
table.
okay, so can I do that? Can
Sure.
I just fly in? Dun, 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 and fly in and grab the crucifix and go, come on, let's go.
Do you have something to break it?
Will to the rescue.
No.
Do you have anything sharp?
I was also
I sure
right
don't.
there anyway. There was no point in flying over.
Does anyone have anything sharp?
Yeah, I've got my
yes.
sword.
Sure, I have shears.
Can
I have things to stab with. Yes, I have sharp things.
Anything that could be done with a soaring action?
No.
I have,
have
Can
a
I do
bow.
a
I could
Captain
shoot.
America with my shield and just
I could
like,
shoot it.
punch
Oh,
my
I love
shield
that. They're
into the
perfect,
base of
perfect,
it?
perfect. You just, you and hit it with your Captain America shield. You give it a good old wrench, and then pops, snaps it clean off. Yeah, it's just wood. It's not gonna. Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
And then I fly through the
All right.
if that's a thing.
Oh shit!
It is. Now look, if you guys all just want to go through it, it's 1d6 points of damage. Happy to oblige if you guys are happy for that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I was saying, don't forget you guys are healing.
Yeah, for that amount of time, you said it was a 15 fast heal, right?
Yes. Yeah, you guys will heal in seconds.
No,
Okay, yeah,
OG,
so
I
put
don't
me
rip
back
its
to
head off.
0.
I'm ripping the whole thing with it. I'm taking the whole thing as I'm going.
All right. Next up. You find yourself
Oh shit, we forgot Cromwell. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fine.
I would definitely not. He's on Dreo.
And-
Dreo's carrying him.
And the dragon.
Yeah.
They're coming. Now, rows of wooden coffins lean against thick timber walls of this room, with dozens more laying in stacks scattered upon the floor.
I regret nothing.
A dusty fireplace that you have just emerged from sits to the south, and a stout iron-bound door stands against the eastern wall. A cold wind blows in from beneath the doorframe itself. As you enter the room, you look around as Jesus, a creature emerges
As Jesus.
from
As Jesus?
as Jesus, yes, emerges from a whiskey barrel. What the
It's just
fuck?
whiskey slime.
This is
What
the
the
blood.
fuck? There he is.
That's
He
not
just-
good.
Okay, hold up.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, hold up. So,
It's the warlock.
So
I don't like that name.
Right?
I also
um,
don't like Dag's reaction.
you
I
also
feel like
see
this-
yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You look out the windows and you can see what looks to be an exterior surrounding a snowy hilltop view overlooking a burnt, ruined village next to a wide, ice-choked river. Now, a skeletal figure dressed in a strange dark robe and crowned with tall fur hats slumps down after emerging from said whiskey barrel into what looks to be a old dusty chair. He is seated behind dry rotted coffins, grasping at a crooked scythe in one hand and a deck of cards in the other. Several cards have
shit.
been dealt on the coffin lid already. As
this
he
totally seems like my jam.
He waves and gestures for you to step forward, sighing heavily. His breath reeks of grave dirt.
Does he speak at all or say anything, or is that all he does?
For now, that's all he does.
Okay.
You see,
What would
it's shit like
technically be an
this
undead
why I
language,
die.
by the way? Is it like the Necrol language in
It
2E?
he is Necrol is the undead language, yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like I said, it's shit
Why
like
is the
this
door
why
always
my
behind these
characters
people?
die. Nobody's stepping forward. I shall step forward.
Come, be seated. You may call me the Coffin Man.
How oddly
Well,
specific.
He's a
That's
coffin
not
man with a coffin
unnerving
plan.
at all. My car, I swear.
Sorry, that's just reminded me of Businessman. I was like, oh no.
I am somewhat of the Baba Yaga's cousin. I have no interest in prolonged conflict. I'm more interested in alleviating perpetual boredom which surrounds me and my duties to guard the entrance to the hut. You may ask me any question that you see so fit, so long as the number of words used in your question make an odd number.
Oh, we're gonna fuck that up.
Rill steps up to the plate. And he hasn't said it. He hasn't asked a question.
Yeah, I think he's just getting ready.
And he has a look at what cards he has dealt so far.
So, looking upon the coffin, you don't necessarily see cards as in a card game, but instead you see cards from a harrow reading. As if he is trying to divine the future. However, something is very odd. All the cards laid before him are blank.
May I ask the DM a quick question?
You may.
The coffins, do they seem to be moving at all?
No, none of them seem to be moving.
Okay, thank you.
Also, anyone who has knowledge religion will immediately not be able to identify this creature despite his skeletal appearance. Those of you with knowledge planes may choose to make a check if you would so desire.
Yes, please. Hey, natural
Oh.
20.
It's all coming
Oh,
up
damn.
real.
Nice.
8.
Cool. What you see before you is not a typical creature. Mistwin has a look that sort of sweeps over their face. it is not an undead.
Ooh.
This being, this creature, this entity, is of a place known as Abaddon. Now, we know of devils, creatures of evil, who follow the strict ire of the law, who, through their contracts and their hierarchy and their dealing, bring evil into this world. And
Oh,
we
shit,
know...
is that the Grax demon?
No.
I was just about to say.
And, of course, we know of demons. Demons, of course, being chaotic, very instinctual and primal beings of chaos and anarchy that spread their own evil throughout the world. But between these two places lies evil in its purest sense. Forces of nature, forces of evil which simply exist, simply are things that are to be. These creatures are the daemons, and each embody a different aspect of one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Some disease-ridden daemon may represent pestilence. Some who focus on starvation or drowning may be those of famine. War-torn war machine daemons, tearing up battlefields, represent the horsemen of war. The Thanademon, however, represents the inevitability of death by time, and they worship and serve Kion, the horseman of death. You are before a Thanademon. Tread wrong, they do not simply kill, but they can strip away years of your life with a mere touch and a whim. Right now, however, he's playing cards.
Yeah, he also specified that if we ask him any questions, they need to be in an odd number of words.
Correct. As I said, he's trying to alleviate his boredom, and he's playing a game.
All right.
I'm gonna back the fuck up away from Mistwind. Is what happened last time.
Why is a daemon here of all places? And I counted that as 9 words.
Why is a daemon here of all places? Oh, you didn't say the
places.
You didn't say the places.
I did.
Oh, I'm gonna leave this to the audience. I didn't hear the places. Did anyone else in the group hear that? I'm not hearing a yes. Chat, did we hear?
Pretty sure I did.
Yeah?
I'm leaving it up to chat.
Someone rewind the stream.
Someone...
I'm looking at it, honestly.
We'll wait an hour when the stream ends.
I swear to God I did.
I would say he just said it. Everybody shut up! Hold on, I need to mute you guys.
You swear to the demon you did.
Okay, here we go. Clips are... That's true. Clips are a thing, Lava. That is very true. OG said heard all the places.
Right.
All right, Kyrie's listening back to the clip.
Gotta hate you.
And the survey says...
And survey says...
You guys keep talking, but I don't hear the...
All right, Kyrie does not hear the...
All right, then I'll use my rewind time ability to re-say that.
Do you have a rewind time ability?
Yes, actually, I do have a rewind time ability.
Read it out. Tell me what it does.
It's literally called rewind time. Technically, it's supposed to be for a D20.
I'll allow it, but I'll only allow it once.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
All right, yep. So, yeah. Rewind, and then repeat. But this time, why is the daemon here of all the places?
Alright.
Okay. He says...
Why are any of us here? I am here because I am requested. And so I am helping where I can. This place is not easily traveled by those from other realms, so it's sort of like a holiday.
Are we free to leave?
You are not free to leave. At least not yet.
Do you want to play a game?
What game do you have in mind? Bear in mind, only when you ask questions do you need to speak in odd numbers.
Okay. Has a very specific rule to adhere to.
Old maid.
Sorry?
You did not just
Old maid with hair
challenge
day.
this ancient
Old
evil to
maid.
old maid.
Old maid with the hair dicks. I don't know. I was.
Sure,
I couldn't think of
why
any
not?
off the top of my head.
At least he didn't say go fish.
That was my first thought.
Oh my, of course it was.
I was like, nope, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that. 'cause
I
I'd have to
challenge
say
this
go
ancient
goblin.
evil to Uno.
Well, if I had to say one word, it would have been that.
What
Just
do
imagine.
we need to do to leave here?
You must convince me that I should let you leave here.
I didn't get all that.
We need to convince him of a reason why we need to leave here.
Or you could kill me. Well, you could try.
Well, Makar, play
Are
it for
you
our freedom.
angry? Are you angry at the Baba Yaga?
No.
Okay.
Real moves over to this coffin and sees if the lid is pinned down.
Okay. The lid is not pinned down. Inside is nothing. It is just dusty, old, and miserable. As for your request for Old Maid, do you have any playing cards on your character, Makar?
No, I was hoping we could use his.
His Harrow deck, which is not suitable to play Old Maid? No.
Oh, but no, I don't have any.
Yeah.
I just
no.
figured he had cards on him, so I was like, okay. Then no, it was an idea.
It was. By the way, you
Rock,
can,
paper, scissors before.
if you
Well,
want, you can also
I mean-
ask other questions, such as questions about your shadows, questions about the warlock. You know, like obviously
Yeah, true.
Fucking
he,
doll.
you know, yeah,
Well,
obviously he's
the
stopping you
reason-
from going out, but like, you know, it doesn't mean he's not. Basically, here's the rule: if you ask a question in odd numbers, he is forced to tell you the truth, or at least that's the rules he's playing by.
Okay. So this isn't a question because this was regarding his, we giving him a reason that we need to leave. I'm just gonna tell him that we need to find the Baba Yaga so we can save our home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He looks at you with eyes that seem to carry all the fucks he has. And much like him, they are hollow, dead, and lifeless.
got it.
Now, I will give this as an offer because for some reason it was made up. Do you guys want to do a quick single hand of 3 Dragon Ante for passage out?
Yeah.
All in favor?
What happens
Yeah.
if we lose?
We die.
Let's say
Like everybody?
let's say everyone who loses in the hand will lose some years of their life.
Ooh.
But you do not need but keeping in mind you do not need to participate.
Mhm.
The plot twist card was Cherished Gift, which came in the form of the doll, which was a cherished childhood toy of a girl named Vasilisa.
All right, you know what? I'm down to play some 3 Dragon Ante
Yeah?
for our freedom. Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 shakes. I'll be right back. Because we're gonna have to do this low tech.
Guys,
Oh, no.
Duskwalkers don't.
I have a set of
age.
cards right here. Let's go.
They don't?
No, Duskwalkers permanently stay the age they were when they died. They still get older, but they don't like.
Don't they only last like a year though?
No, that's just the time limit Mistman's given.
Oh, I thought
Because
okay.
Duskwalkers can still have kids.
I played a Duskwalker before once, and that said I could only live a year. So I was like, oh,
No, that's very specific things.
yeah. I was like, what?
Pick a card. Any card. And then we can give it
Leave your
a
cards.
go.
I just need to learn how to play 3 Dragon Ante. No. Well, if Mr. One's going because you don't age, then yeah, sure. Because if only one of us needs to do it. If
Yeah,
we fail, though, we
but
might, the other one might need
Behold.
to have 3 people
Oh, dude!
who
3 Dragon wait, hold on. 3 Dragon Ante.
That's cool.
Not a D&D one.
You didn't just pull that name out of your ass?
It is time to be a
thing?
D&D one. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So, here we go. This is the Legendary Edition. One that I haven't even opened up yet.
You ruined
I
it.
feel honored.
I know. I know. I'm opening it now. It actually smells super nice.
Nice.
Like a new car.
Like a new car.
Or a new carriage, depending on what timeline.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna mosey.
It was worth 10 gold. No, it's worth 5.
What are you doing, Kyrie?
I said I'm gonna mosey. Did you not hear me say I'm gonna mosey?
Wandering around, looking.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Taking
gonna
in the sights.
meander about?
He's also not entirely worried about your moseying. But I am.
That's fair.
Okay.
I just figure instead of twiddling my thumbs, I can be looking around.
Sure. Okay. Here we go. Jesus. This is such a fresh deck, and I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go. All right. So, who is playing the game with the Thanadaemon?
Well, me for sure.
So, we have Mistwin. Anyone else?
You know what? Sure. I did say I was earlier, so I will.
Okay. That's it?
Come on, Kyrie.
You realize that if Kyrie
will
dies,
die.
that'll be the end of the campaign?
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
All right.
Will I be able to
literally die.
position in such a way as to lend assistance if the need arises?
Sure. You may do so. All right. So I'm only counting 3 players.
Real joins too.
All right. Counting 4 players. Here we go. So, everyone gets 5 cards. I'll need you guys to make note of the cards I deal out to you.
Ooh.
I am dealing them out now. Okay. This is only a single hand. Okay? So that's 4 cards, 4 cards, 4 cards, which means we have one last go there. And then his cards. 1, 2, and 3. 4 and 5. Okay, here we go. So, Mistwin, your cards are... Ooh, not bad cards. Okay. An 8 copper. A 6 blue. A 4 green. A 12 silver. And a 7 black. Did you get all that?
Yep.
Cool. All right. I'm not going to look at your cards because I'm trying to forget them intentionally. All right, Makar, you get a 9 mage. Now, the mage's power is all cards you play trigger their special power.
Ooh.
You get a 9 gold. Oh, sorry, this is gold. Sorry. You know how I said copper, Mistwin? Change that to gold. My apologies.
Okay.
All right, 9 gold. Makar. 3 bronze.
All right.
8 legendary Black Raider.
What the heck?
And
That sounds awesome.
and 2 brass. Okay? You got that?
Brass. And the mage was I can activate all their stuff.
All their powers activate. Yep. Okay. Rill. Fuck. All right. Rill, you have the luck of the fucking dog. You have a 1 white dragon, a 3 brass dragon, a 9 dragon rider, which, when the gambit is scored, the strength of the weakest dragon in your flight is basically the combined of all of your... So basically, all of your dragons have the combined strength of your weakest dragon. That doesn't include this, because this is not a dragon. Okay, so your dragon rider. And then you have a 13 legendary Bahamut. And a 13 legendary Tiamat.
Jesus. So Rill just flat out wins, right?
Well, he's got a very, very good chance to. But the unfortunate thing is you cannot win with both Tiamat and Bahamut in the same flight. That's the only catch.
Really?
But he does have a good chance. He's got a 13, but he's also got some pretty low cards in there as well. All right? So.
I have no idea how to play this game either.
That's okay. This is going to be nice and easy. So, every round, you will be forced to play a card, then draw a card, right? You get points based on whatever the point of your dragon flight is. You'll get extra points if all of your dragons are either all the same color, or if all the numbers are the same, or if your numbers... No, yeah, that's it. So yeah, all the same or all the same color. Tiamat counts as all of the different chromatic dragons. Bahamut counts as all the good dragons. Okay? So...
Can I see his cards?
Yes. Make a sleight of hand check. 23. Let's see how he gets on his perception. Oh god, I've lost my stuff. There we go. I mean, there's actually rules in the game for cheating during this game, in role-playing games. All right, 42. He notices you. You can choose to proceed if you would like.
Proceed in what manner?
As in, you can continue to try and cheat, or you can back off before he says or does anything.
I'm just gonna look back this way.
All right, very well.
Don't mind me.
Okay. Mistwin, what card do you put down? Again, you want you want the highest number, and you get extra bonuses, big bonuses, if they're all the same type of dragon or have all the same number. And each dragon does a different thing. I'm not going to tell you what the dragons individually do, because they only trigger if you play a weaker dragon than someone else. Which, because it's your first turn, you don't get to do anything. It's fine.
I'll play the 8 gold, I guess.
All right, you play 8 gold. Okay, next up, Makar. You can play a card, and if you play a card that is weaker than 8, you get a special power.
That was weaker than 8?
Sorry.
Okay.
Also, Mistwin, you get a 6 gold dragon drawn into your hand.
Okay.
Copy that so I get my stuff back. So if I play my one that gives all powers activate, do I have to do that first or do I do that later?
First.
Okay. But you said I also get a power if I play one weaker than his.
Yeah, sorry, that power won't activate unless it's weaker than 8, which it's not. However, if you want to, you can have Kyrie try to swap your gold dragon with a card from Mistwin's hand. With a stealth check.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
If I play an 8 to match his 8, will I get the
You will get
power,
the trigger.
or- Okay, because I have the legendary Black Raider, I think you said?
Yep, so you're going to use the legendary Black Raider?
Yeah.
All right, done, which means he has to discard a card from his hand, which he will discard that card. Ooh, actually, does he want to? Ooh, no, he'll discard this card from his hand. Done. Okay. You then draw a card. You get a 4 gold dragon. Okay. Rill, you get to play down a dragon. Now it's you only get to put down. Sorry, in total for the round to end, there are 3 dragons there.
So what you want to do is you want to try to get the lowest one out. Is that what you're saying?
No, you want to get the highest number in total, and you want to try and get all the dragons the same. Now, with your hand, you want to either decide if you're going to play with good dragons or evil dragons, then use either Tiamat or Bahamut.
I'm still not really following. Like, good or bad dragons.
Yep. Good dragons are
So
metallic,
why would I have to?
like
Yeah.
gold, bronze, brass, etc. Bad ones
Oh,
are
I'm just wondering why I would have to play either. Bahamut
because
or...
that's how the two of them work. They don't work together. They are the most powerful cards in the game, each of them, but they only work with a flight of all good or all evil dragons. That's the trade-off for their power being so high.
Sorry. It's gonna have to be Bahamut then.
All right, Bahamut goes down, which is really powerful, and you get to draw. You get a green dragon with 8. Okay. He then gets to go next, and he puts down a 2 black dragon. As he does so...
So what? Sorry, what did I get? 8 of what?
8 green.
8 green.
You got 8 green, yeah. 8 green is what you got. As he puts down the black dragon, the sand in one of his hourglass begins to shift. And you watch as 30 years divvied up in any way, shape, or form between you guys is suddenly added to the mixture of the pool here. So, as he said, if you lose this, time will get shaved off. You guys can take off however many of those 30 years you would like. We'll negotiate that at the end. But they've just been added to the middle. Next round.
Haha, I'm in danger.
All right. Makar, you are the first one up.
What card did he play again?
He played a 2 black dragon.
Okay.
Right now,
I'm supposed to try and get lower.
Oh wait, sorry, no, it's not Makar. My apologies. It's Rill. Rill is currently the dragon leader because Rill is leading with a 13.
Ooh, okay.
So I got to play a card.
Yes, you do.
You're back again.
Um,
And ideally, you want to play a good card.
yeah, I'll play the 3 brass dragon.
All right. Playing the 3 of brass, the opponent has to give you a stronger, good dragon from his hand. Frick. He gives you a 10 silver dragon.
Whoa.
And then you draw a card. You draw a 2 white.
So I got a 2 white.
Yep. He then goes and plays a 6 black. And as he does so, nothing happens because it is higher than the 3 that you have played. Mistwin.
What card? All right, never mind. So he played a 6 black, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I will play my 6 gold.
All right. Playing your 6 gold allows you to draw 2 cards. You will draw from the deck a brass 4 and a white 5, followed by a green schemer, a special 5. So there's numbers again. 5 white, 4 brass, 5 green schemer, a legendary.
Nice.
Dragging on a bit. I like that. Okay. Makar, you're up next.
Okay, so what was the last one played?
A 6.
Okay, a 6 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I will play a 4 gold.
All right, playing a 4 gold, you get to draw 1 card. You draw a legendary Silver Seer as an 11. And because it is the end of your turn,
Again,
you also draw
Silver Seer.
You also draw a 10 green. All right, that is the end of the round.
Okay.
Currently, we have Rill on 16, Makar on 12, Mistwin on 14, and we have the bad guy on 8. Okay.
He said
Rune-
bad guy. He said bad guy. Quick,
He
quick,
did.
quick.
He did say bad guy. All right. Rill, you're up first.
Yeah, right. So pretty much I've got all evil on my hand now.
Mm-hmm.
A 9 Dragon Rider. Tiamat, White Dragon, and then a 2 White Dragon. And an 8 green.
Mm-hmm.
So I need all chromatic. So the 9 Dragon Rider isn't a chromatic. Is that correct?
It's a 6 Dragon Rider, and no, it is not.
Oh, 6. I thought it
Oh,
was
no, you
9.
don't need chromatic. You need metallic.
Oh,
The only thing you have is
What?
you have a 10 silver. Remember, you stole it.
oh.
I'd play the 10 silver.
Play the
I mean,
10
pretty
silver.
much you've only got bad dragons other than that. And if you play the Dragon Rider, it means all of your cards now count as 3 instead of what they are.
Okay, I'll play the 10 silver.
All right. 10 silver played. The Thanadamon plays a 9 black, which finishes his set of 3 blacks. Because it's less, that will knock off another 30 years of life and add it to the middle. All right. Mistwin, you're up next.
Shit. I don't have any more gold dragons.
You can try to pump the
But I-
numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play my 12 silver.
All right. 12 silver comes out, and that is done. And Macaw, you're last. If they lose, they will lose 60 years of life each. Or anyone who loses will lose 60 years of life.
So I'm still, I guess, kind of confused on how I'm supposed to play this, but
You want to play the highest card you
so-
possibly can.
okay. And what was the last one? 11?
Last one was a
12.
12.
Okay, then I play my newest one, the 11 Legendary Silver Seer.
Okay. You get to draw a card and choose if you want to replace one of the cards in your deck with that card. Ooh, the card drawn was a 1 blue.
No.
Did I get a return card?
You don't need the return card. This is the end of the round.
Oh.
All right. So, here are the total values. Starting with Rill. You have gotten a 13 plus a 3 plus a 10 for a total of 26. You have no bonuses for the same number. You have no bonuses for the same color. So 26. All right, Macaw, you have a 12, an 8, a 4, and an 11. That is 23. And Mistwin, you have an 8, a 6, and a 12. That puts you at 26 as well. So you and Rill are tied for first. However, with a 2, a 6, and a 9, what happens with the 3 dragons of the same suit? 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. Plus an extra 6, which is the middle value of the 3, brings us to a total of 23, which is tied with Macaw, which technically means he doesn't lose. Because the penalty was only if one of you loses, the pool gets taken. The Thanadamon smiles as best it can without lips. And as it does, it looks at you and says,
Well, color me surprised. It's not often that others compete so fervently in such trivial games. But I suppose matters like this change when life and death are to be challenged. I am not, if anything, a good sport, so you may pass through this door. In addition, you may keep the 60 years and divvy them however you wish. If one of you is in particular need of 60 extra years on this world, you may claim it for yourself, or return 10 years back to each of you. It matters not which.
all right, so in essence, as of right this second, each of you are 10 years older, but you guys can just restore yourselves back to normal, or you can say, give all those years to Rill, and Rill now is 30 years younger. Or you can give it to Mistwin, and now Mistwin turns into a baby.
Let's just give it all to Makar. Baby Makar.
Well,
Baby
remember,
Ma-
you're
Hey.
literally only a few days old.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, this would actually kill you potentially.
Well, yeah, but it would also Makar because that would make him -30 or -40, however old he is.
I'm 23.
Yeah, so yeah, you would be
Negative
like
7 years old. Yeah, you'd die
37.
too. You'd blink out of existence. The only person who could take the youth is Rill. If you want to knock off 30 years off Rill's.
Yeah, considering that Rill is quite literally the oldest of us.
He is currently 256.
If I do take it, I'll lose venerable status, and then that's gonna fuck all my my ability scores.
Is it worse for you or better for you to be venerable?
Well, I got a higher wisdom because of it, and if I'll lose stats on charisma, which then one of my feats doesn't work.
All right, valid. In which case, probably best each of you take your 10 years back.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't that still leave 30 years?
No.
Because if there's 60 and we take 10 back, that's 30 each.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I mean, again, it's been taken from you guys, so you're just taking them back. So yeah, sorry. 60 years has been now divvied up equally to you guys. Long story short, you're not dying anytime soon.
Okay.
But the Thanadaemon
enough
is
for me.
thoroughly entertained.
Yay.
Okay.
So where's the exit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
so
no!
where's the
No!
exit?
No, I don't say it to him.
Oh.
I didn't say
Oh,
I
I'm
didn't say
going
I
to.
said it to him.
That's.
I didn't say I said it to
You
him.
know, no, hang on, wait. You've said it out loud.
He-
Why would you ask it to any of your party members when they have no idea? You would literally only be talking to the person who is guarding the exit.
But I
I
didn't
would-
say I said it to him.
Yeah, but you don't have to say if you're saying to him. It's contextual. I will say you can roll a percentage if you wish to contest it, but I don't believe that statement was intended for any member of the party. Ergo, it was directed. You can roll a percentage. I will say that there is a 50-50 chance. High for your benefit.
Shit, if only I had a hero point.
But the game's up.
Uh,
He's already
it-
let us go, so why do I have to do this?
You don't know what happens when you fail to ask the question that way. Could be anything. Could be death. Could be a cupcake. All right, Rill. You feel compelled to answer a question of the Thanadaemons. Failure to answer the question truthfully will result in years being stripped off you. The Thanadaemon doesn't answer your question as to where the exit is, but instead asks you a question. And the question he asks is, what is your most closely guarded secret? Something you would take to the grave. And keeping in mind, if you don't answer it truthfully, you can simply lose things of your life as well. Like, you're not forced to answer truthfully. But there's a penalty for not. But to answer this, we will have to find out next week when we return
Oh, no.
and find out what is Rill's most closely guarded secret. Did he wet the bed when he was a child? Does he secretly...
It's women's lingerie, so it's fine.
he wears a tea bag this whole time, this whole campaign. Dwarves wear chainmail tea bags. And Bectrin's like, yeah, we swore never to tell anyone. Now we have to kill everyone. Oh.
End of campaign.
End of
because
campaign. That's it. The dwarven revolution. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. We hope you had a wonderful time. I know I did. The Three Dragon Anti-Suggestion is a fun one. It is one that I normally do reserve to like live tables and stuff like that. But, on occasion I'm just like, you know what? It's you know, it's a little bit of fun. And yeah, Kira, you had the right mindset. Just the Thanadaemon is one of those
Ridiculous?
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really ridiculous, honestly. So honestly, the idea of playing a game with it is probably one of the better ways to get around it. So you guys did super, super good. And you've done so well, in fact.
Level up.
You are like what was effectively like a little bit of extra time. You're about 2 games away from leveling up now, because you have overcome this pretty easily. So there you go.
Nice.
All right. Close to leveling up. But yes, you have defeated the Thanadaemon. He can no longer obstruct you from leaving. The door behind him leads out into the snowy countryside, the one that you can see through the windows. And what lies beyond these rolling hills? What dangers and follies and things lie ahead? Well, you'll just have to wait and find out next time when we return. Now, for today's DAG formation, what are we going to do for today's DAG formation? Actually, this is a really good one, because in the end, that last little bit, I feel like I owe an explanation, so I'm going to give one. Here's the interesting thing. I play so many D&D games and RPGs and stuff like that, where players often build and create and design and do anything they can to avoid the consequences of the game, as the dungeon master, the arbitrator of said consequences. Dealing out the consequences always comes down to the purview of the game master. But what does that mean? Am I always going to be out to kill your characters? No. Am I always going to be out to try and humiliate or belittle these characters? Absolutely not. What it comes down to is sometimes it's not really about like trying to one up or beat or overcome things. Sometimes it's about providing opportunity. And in this case, an opportunity to delve into backstory, an opportunity to share more insight and to learn things like campfire scenes or encounters where players are brought before a person to be able to talk to and interact. Sometimes death is just a boring way to deal with stuff. I hate consequences where it is simply death, but I love when players believe that failing to do something or not following parameters is equating to death. Because, you know, it means that it's like, yeah, you're kind of getting the right vibe. This dude is super scary, super dangerous. He might kill you, but also, why would he, you know? So I love that. And then, you know, trusting your GM and having that kind of like reliance on your teammates and stuff, it brings me a very warm feeling to feel that from you guys and to always feel like you guys have each other's backs and, you know, you speak for each other and you look out for each other. And yeah, that's my DAG formation. I am very grateful for my tables. I'm very grateful to be able to share these stories and these places with you guys and be able to do stuff with Thanadaemons that I would never imagine. Because like I said, when I read the encounter, I was like, oh, fuck, they're dead. And you guys came up with such a fun little game. I had a great time. I hope you guys did too. And yeah, that's my DAG formation. Rihanna, thank you so much. It was good to have you here as well. Now, we don't have anyone to raid, so we're just going to say farewell. Guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. Go check us out on Discord. Come and hang out with our community. We run tons of Pathfinder games and stuff throughout the times that we have during the week. And we talk about them all the freaking time. So yeah. Come check them out. When are we at next? We are here on Friday, Australian time, in the morning for the 7 Dooms of Sandpoint, where our heroes are descending into a dark, desolate, and eerie pit in search of a creature or creatures that happen to be trying to bring about the end of the town of Sandpoint. So yeah, come check that out. And of course, you might get to see the nemesis that we created for one of our players in the earlier stream today as well, in action. So yeah, come check that out. All right, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Bye, folks!